Our story begins here in Kingsport, Tennessee. In the days surrounding Layla's disappearance, several locations across the city would become important to understanding her final known movements. One of those locations was the AmeriCorps Hotel. Multiple witnesses reported seeing Layla here, and according to those accounts, she appeared to be in a panicked and distressed state. From the AmeriCorps Hotel, we move west across Kingsport to another important location, the West Side Inn. It's been confirmed that Layla went here the night of her disappearance, and it's possible that this is where she passed away that night. When I spoke with Gene Robinson about Layla's case, his research and knowledge took us to West Kingsport, behind a newly built subdivision that wasn't there when Layla went missing. This location was high on the list due to proximity to our last known location and access to a remote area. Layla's case is unique, as you know, there are a lot of places in Kingsport that could have been used to dump a body, and we are going off of the last known location. In search and rescue, that is kind of where you start when you're looking for a missing person. Is you go off the last known location of the missing person. So the place that we're going today is a wooded area beside of a baseball stadium in Kingsport. We're going to go over there. We're going to get the drone in the air as long as the sky allows us. There's a chance, as you can see, the sky may not allow that right away, but we will wait for the storm to pass. We will get our drone in the air, and we will do what we came to do no matter what. So we're hearing the thunder off in the distance. We've checked the radar. It's not looking like it's going to be a major storm. It should pass through fairly quickly. So if we have to, me and Ryan will hunker down in the vehicles for a moment, let the storm pass, and go from there. We are almost at the location. Like I said, at the baseball field, we're going to be flying our drone, but unfortunately it does look like we're going to have a little bit of weather that we're going to have to contend with and let this pass by. And let's keep our fingers crossed that we don't have any storms that form behind this.
So we're at the, what is this anyway? Ballard Health Field.
Yeah, Hunter Wright Stadium is what it is. Hunter Wright Stadium.
So you and I looked at the map, and
Yeah.
There's a lot of forest behind here. There's the dog park, obviously. I kind of just droned a little bit. So I know that I'd like to take her around the edge. It's starting to rain. Do you think this is going to be a quick one?
I think that this is going to be a quick thunderstorm. I looked at the radar on the way over here. This is just a quick pop-up storm. Before I left, I done some research. You know, I looked at the radar. It wasn't on radar when I left, but this is typical East Tennessee weather. This is what happens in the summer in East Tennessee.
That's a good point.
It pops up. You know, if we didn't come out because of every little thunderstorm like this, we'd never get to search in the summer, right?
I mean, the last 2 weekends we've missed out on some searches because of major storms. So.
Absolutely. So this is looking like it's just going to be a quick pop-up storm. It's going to, I would say by the time we're done with this video, it's going to be gone.
So your approach with the droning, I want to wait. Well, maybe while you're droning, I might scan her along the edges here if I can.
Okay.
It's all gated, I noticed. Most of it's gated off. So if someone came here to do anything, it's either behind the dog park, because you can get into the woods there, or there's a trail over there that goes down in the main road, but there's potential places they could have gone into the woods. So I might scan her on the ground. What's your approach going to be with your droning once the weather clears?
Once the weather clears, we get the drone in the air. I've brought the Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced. It is our main go-to search and rescue drone. I'm going to do a grid pattern, and anything that I notice that's a potential spot that we want to look at, I'm going to zoom in on, probably take some pictures, drop a pin on it. That way we have GPS coordinates.
You're doing the color approach, right? Ground disturbance type of deal?
Yeah, we're going to look at RGB. Today we didn't bring near infrared because I don't think that, it's something that we may come back and do. If we want to bring near infrared, come back and look for ground disturbances, we will. But right now,
3 years after that wouldn't really help you a whole lot, would it?
Well, absolutely. Our research says right now that we're up to 7 years out. We can
for thermal.
For ground disturbances.
Oh no, I mean thermal.
Oh, for thermal, yeah.
I mean, it's
thermal would not do anything.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we'll let the rain pass, and then I guess you'll launch.
Yep, absolutely.
When we pulled up our map, our attention turned to this area just behind the baseball field. Looking at the map, you can see why it stood out to us. There are several different trails and possible entry points leading into a much larger wooded area. From where we were standing, there was simply no way to know what we might find deeper inside. But before we could do anything, we needed to get permission to search the property. If we could get permission, the plan was simple: put my drone in the air first and map the entire area from above. That would give us a much better understanding of the terrain and help us identify anything that might deserve a closer look. From there, we could use that map to plan our route on the ground, go in on foot to investigate those areas of interest. So, our next step was figuring out who owned this property and whether they would allow us to search it.
Hey, how are you? This area back behind your neighborhood here, you know when these were built? Was it recently that they built these houses? The last like
Right
2
over-
years or so?
This area right here.
Yeah, all of
So
them.
are they building there?
Well, new construction over here, like the trucks.
So yeah, they've got the construction trucks there and everything. So
Yeah,
we're just
yeah.
wondering, when did they build this area through here? Has it been
Oh,
within the
it's
last
been-
3 years?
Yeah, yeah.
It has.
20, this was 2024.
So this is that
No.
new.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do you know if there was access back into the woods
No.
before all this was built?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's wild, man.
I don't think so. No, because they were trying to. They recently did a, what do you call it, auction for the parcel of land that way.
Okay.
That was, I think, some months ago. Yeah. And then this guy, I think this guy who owns the guy who owns this house,
Yeah.
owns all the land.
This house right here.
Yeah, so he's trying to.
So he owns all of that
Yeah,
too.
he owns
Oh
everything.
wow.
He's trying
Okay.
to build like a town home or something over there, he said.
Right.
He as far back as out there, do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
Wow.
He's trying to build a town home there.
So he would know for
Well,
sure.
He wants to sell his house now, so he's moving out. Yeah.
With the landowner found, the plan was simple: ask permission and get our drone in the air.
See where we're at again here on the map.
Do you think if we told him what we were doing, that we do drone and canine searches, volunteer, and we just wanted to cover this area,
If we could go back through
if we could just, if he wouldn't mind if we covered this?
Come on.
I mean, worst he could say is no, right?
So are you wanting to take the vehicle back through
No,
there,
no,
Ryan?
no.
Or
It
what
would
do
be
you want to
hiking
do?
in.
Okay.
You'd drone it and then find out where the paths go, and it would be hiking.
Okay.
Because look how nice it is to walk on. There's trails all
Yep.
through there.
Perfect. Hi, how are you, sir?
All right.
The guy beside of you told us that you owned all this land. We have a question for you. We do investigations into missing persons cases. We're currently out in the area by the field over here, just trying to look for a missing person that was in this area a few years back.
So Chris has done droning in the past with EquiSearch, and I have a canine that we search with. We try to find areas that are high possibility that we can just scan and check. This land out here is near that ball field that comes into. Gene from EquiSearch said in the local area, the most likely cases are remote, and he pointed to this area, and he suggested we should probably check this land out. We'd like to be able to get into that, just
Go
back there. Yeah, you don't mind, because we just walk around. I take my dog through,
Yeah.
he drone it, and then we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
We
sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, you have a good day, man. Good luck selling your land.
Thank you.
Whew, awesome.
Now that we have permission to search the property, it's time to set up our first mission. What you're looking at on the screen is the flight plan I'm creating for the drone. Instead of flying around randomly looking at the area from above, we're going to have the drone fly this specific grid pattern. It will move slowly back and forth across the property, taking a photograph every couple of seconds along the way. By the time the mission is finished, we'll have hundreds of overlapping images covering the search area. We can then use those images to build a detailed aerial map of the property. That map is going to become the foundation for our search. Once the drone is back on the ground, we'll go through the imagery and study the area from above, looking at the trails, clearings, access points, and anything else that stands out to us. From there, we can decide which areas deserve a closer look and use the map to plan where we're going to search on foot. The goal here is simple. Use the drone to see the bigger picture before we ever step into the woods. So with our mission planned and our search area mapped out, it's time to put the drone in the air. Look at this clearing coming along in the map that we're making.
That's huge.
This just kind of shows and
Look at that.
proves that. Yeah,
There's crap in there.
oh my goodness.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. That's amazing.
We got to get up in here, right?
Yeah.
Like when this map's done, the second mission that we're going to do with this drone is we're going to put it back in the air, and we need to go zoom in on some of this stuff that we're seeing on here.
Yep, absolutely.
Ryan, as we watched this, the drone make its map here, it's became more and more clear that the site that Gene Robinson sent us to is, well, I mean, it's, look, it just speaks for itself.
It's filled with trails, filled with open areas. It's amazing. And it's secluded.
With the drone mission complete, it was time to get on the ground and start searching. Ryan brought Moon with us, and we began working our way through the woods towards the gravel pit, letting Moon work while we kept an eye on the terrain around us. But it didn't take long for us to realize just how massive this area really was. There were trails leading in different directions all around, thick sections of woods, and far more ground than the two of us could realistically cover in one search. At that point, it became clear we were going to need a much bigger plan.
Okay, so we got a supercell thunderstorm forming north of us. This is the unfortunate thing about working here in East Tennessee in the summer. These storms pop up and go away just as quick, but this one's popping up really quick. We searched a lot of area with Ryan here today and with Moon. Moon led us out through the woods, drug us through the woods, looking for our target, Layla Santanello. We put our drone in the air. We've done a lot of mapping. This mission really was more about a lot of recon. We had this target in sight. We had been told about this target, but we hadn't been here yet. And the biggest thing is we needed to know what was out here and, you know, what we were going into. So we put the drone in the air, we mapped it, we got a good map of this area. We went up into the area, boots on the ground. We searched some sand pits up here. We searched some areas that we determined on the drone that we had to get to today. Sometimes you just hit those targets on your screen and you know that no matter what, you've got to get those today. We went out, we searched those targets today, we found them, we made sure that, you know, we cleared them, they're good to go, and now it's time to move on to the next target.
And we didn't even know, did we, Chris? When we came to the stadium, we didn't even know about all this.
We
It was
didn't.
Your mapping analysis and some droning, and it opened up this whole area, which is amazing.
Absolutely. So when we came here, we assumed that this was just a small area of land. We done some mapping, we done some intel, and we got some intel from the neighbors here. We talked to people on the ground around the neighborhood, and we found a lot about this area, out about this area that we didn't know. One of the things was that the neighborhood down here at the bottom of the hill was not here when Layla went missing. And I remember that, guys. I remember riding my bike through this area back in several years ago, and this was nothing out here. Mm-hmm. It was an easy access area to toss a body. And the thing is, you know, they start to develop neighborhoods like this, and this is usually how people are found that have been missing for many, many years. But they haven't pushed out into the area that we've been searching, which is this area right here today. This goes for a long ways over the hill there, guys. If I could get it up to show you, you'll actually see it on the drone if you haven't already. So this is a huge area. But it's been a pleasure searching with Ryan and Moon today. We really appreciate it. Ryan's a great partner of ours. Definitely go to his channel if you haven't already. Sub to Ryan, like his videos, watch his videos. Also, you know, like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to grow our viewers and our subscribers to 1,000. We're getting very close. Again, I appreciate you all watching. Until next time, we're just echoes in the mountains.